So we are back, and this is going to be another video talking about some budget multi-tools. In this case, this is going to be currently under 30. Now, I think that might be only for a very limited amount of time, so I wanted to make people aware that this new variation is now available. Now, we've seen this exact tool before made by, or I should say distributed by SQT. The difference is that this is available on Amazon with a much worse sheath, and it's way more expensive right now. This sheath has a clip, which I do really like. It has a button on the front, and most importantly, it comes with 3 included double-sided bits on top of the one that is inside the tool. So for less money, you're getting a much, much better deal. And if that's all you want to know, you can just find the link down below, and there you go. For those who have never seen this before, I'm going to run through the entire tool set so you can see what is available. This is, let's say, wave inspired, because we're approaching a point where these are barely even similar to the originals in scope. They're kind of more of a Frankenstein approach where they have a little bit from everything out there. So it has a straight blade. This is in 7CR 17 MOV, I want to say. And so is the serrated blade. Now the serrated blade on this has the pull cutter, which is a really nice thing I like a lot. However, now I purchased this, I find that the pull cutter on this unit that I have is not as good as the one I found on the SQT. It feels like this was sharpened just to a better edge. Now you can certainly sharpen this, and that is something you may want to do if yours is like mine and is a little bit dull out of the box. Probably worth doing. Now, the coating on this, it's not like a DLC, right? It's more painted on, which honestly is fine because what'll happen is it'll wear off over time and you'll get kind of a fun little patina going on, and it will still protect certain parts of the tool from corroding if you're in a environment where water is around and that kind of thing. So it's still not terrible, and I don't mind the black coating, but I do think it's unnecessary for the most part. It's just going to flake off. Now I've been using this a little bit, and you can already see on the scissors that coating is starting to come off, but it does cut very well. So these scissors, which are outboard accessible, this is something the Wave does not have, the Leatherman I should say, they're okay. They're not the best scissors we've tested on the channel by any stretch of the imagination, but they're not terrible either, and certainly better than something like the Leatherman Wingman. I do think that the one on without the coating cuts a little bit better, but not by that much. We also have a saw on this tool. Now these saws have started to get really aggressive. Like you can even see the difference here. Look, you can see the difference between the SQT and the Bibury here. Look at how much bigger those teeth are. Now this is going to be better for dry wood. This is definitely going to be better for live wood. It just has deeper teeth, meaning it's going to be exposed for longer, and it's probably going to go through the wood a little bit faster. So depending on what you want, there actually is a bit of a difference here. I was kind of surprised by that, but it's worth noting. Now on the inside, and this is identical for both of these tools, you have a 1/4 inch bit driver. Now this locks, and it has a ball detent, so you can use the Klein drivers, and any of those bits will work. There's also a bunch of other brands you can find on Amazon that have these ball detent bits as well. So it's a nice system, and if you do want standard 1/4 inch, put a 6mm by 1mm thick disc magnet in the bottom, and then you can use standard 1/4 inch bits. Over here, we have actually 5 implements, starting with a diamond and crosscut file. Please don't use this for a flathead, you will break it. But the diamond file is pretty solid, so that's a nice thing to have. We have a reamer awl. It's thin, but actually that works out well for this particular implement. That's actually a good thing. We have a micro bit driver. Now this is both a Phillips and flathead combo. Pretty nice right there. Just stick that back in. And then we also have 2 additional implements. We have a medium flathead, and we have the can opener, bottle opener combo with the wire stripper. Now, just like with the serrated blade, the coating might make this not as sharp. You might want to touch it up a little bit if you want to make it sharper. And this is something also you can do if you are one of those people that has to have a package opener, even though 2 blades is not enough on the outside for some weird reason. You can just sharpen this can opener, and then it will work as a package opener, okay? So definitely an interesting setup, different from almost anything we've seen out there. They have basically a combination of features from different tools. On one hand, it kind of looks like a Leatherman Free P4 with that plier head shape. It certainly looks like it from the handle material, like the way they have stamped it. It looks incredibly similar. But it's built completely different from the Leatherman Free P4. I do think, though, that the plier head on this is a little bit more robust than their standard medium-sized model, right? They have one that is more of a surge clone that's a little bit beefier, but I think that this actually is going to end up being better than their other model, which is currently about the same price. This one I actually like maybe a little bit better because it gets around that 4-slot 5-tool option, meaning sometimes you can't fit that second blade, and they found a way to fit the diamond file on the inside of the frame. So it's a pretty cool budget offering. If you're looking for either a backup tool or something to throw in a go bag, some additional implement, I think that you might enjoy it. If you're looking for a first-time multi-tool, this might not be a bad option either. Let you know whether you're going to be willing to carry it. And yeah, there's not much more to say. If you're looking for something with a good deal right now, as long as this is around 30, and I wouldn't pay more than 35, I think that this is a good option. There are others. I have an entire list of budget multi-tools on my Amazon page, but this one, at least for the time that it has this 25% discount, is a really good choice. As always, thank you for your time, and we'll talk again soon.